Hey guys, it's RG, and today I'm doing NFL Week 2 predictions. But due to technological issues, I have to do it without my screen capture, so I just had to do it outside, because why not? So starting off this week on Thursday Night Football, we have the Houston Texans and the Bengals. Now, both these teams didn't have such a good week last week. Week 1 was a bit of a miserable time for them. But in my opinion, I think the Texans are going to win this one. I think Texans are the more equipped team. Next up, we have the Bills and the Panthers. The Panthers are seeming to be an emerging team again after last year's Super Bowl blues. And the Bills won last week against the Jets, but the Bills aren't very good. So I'm going to have to take this one. I'm going to say the Panthers are going to win this one. The Panthers. Next up, we have the Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As you know, Tampa Bay did not play against Miami because of the hurricane. But this game will actually take place in Tampa Bay, surprisingly. And then we have the Bears, who played pretty good against the Falcons, the Super Bowl losers of last season. So I think that there's a good chance of the Bears winning, but I think the Buccaneers are the better team, in my opinion. At least it seems like it, so I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next up, we have the Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I really don't know how this game's going to go. Pittsburgh barely clung on to beat the Browns last week. And the Vikings are a good team. And so, I'm going to say this game's going to go to the Steelers, but this is another one of those games. I think it could go either way. You never know in the NFL. Next up, we have the Cardinals and the Colts. Now, the Colts, I think, are still going with Scott Tolzien, so the Cardinals are going to run away with this one. If they have Andrew Luck, I don't know. He might actually play good, but it will be his first game of the season, so I don't think so. So this game's going to go to the Cardinals. Then we have the Patriots, who got upset by the Kansas City Chiefs last week, playing the Saints, who also did not win. 2 predictions I got wrong. So I believe the Patriots are going to win. I really don't think it could go either way, but you never know in the NFL. Next, we have the Browns and the Ravens. The Ravens absolutely destroyed the Bengals last week. And the Browns almost beat the Steelers. I don't know if that was Pittsburgh playing bad or Cleveland actually getting good. But I think the Browns actually have a chance at being decent this year. I think they're finally starting to put together a decent team. So I think this game's going to go to the Browns. Could go either way. I don't know. I don't know if the Steelers just played bad or the Browns are actually good. We'll find out as the season goes on. Next up, we have the Eagles and the Chiefs. Now, I know the Eagles could surprise us here, but I don't think so. They did beat the Redskins last week, which I did not think was going to happen. But I still think the Eagles are going to lose this week against the Chiefs, so I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up, we have the Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars, I have to give them some praise. They beat the Texans. I would never have expected that. Blake Bortles had a good game, and however, they are playing the Titans, who lost to the Raiders, but the Raiders are probably one of the best teams in the NFL, in my opinion. They got the best young quarterback in Derek Carr. So I think this game is going to the Tennessee Titans, though, because they are a good team. Marcus Mariota is a really good quarterback for being in his 2nd or 3rd year in the league. So, anyways, next up we have the Jets and the Raiders. The Jets are god-awful. Couldn't even beat the Bills. I don't know why I picked them last week. But anyways, I think the Oakland Raiders are going to win this game because, Derek Carr is a great quarterback. The Raiders are a good team. So, I really doubt the Jets have a prayer. If they win, it's a pure miracle. Then after that, we have the Miami Dolphins, who did not play last week because they were supposed to play the Buccaneers, and that got a hurricane. So, this week they're playing the Los Angeles Chargers. I made a video about that yesterday. But, yeah, anyways, I think the Dolphins really don't have much, or have this one in the bag. I mean, the Chargers are terrible. Phillip Rivers is overrated. If you think he's good, then no. And even he is okay, but his team's terrible. They're god-awful. So then we have the Cowboys and the Broncos, which the Broncos are kind of on the decline, but they're still kind of good. But still, the Cowboys have Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott, two of the best players in the league. So I don't even think there's anything close to a chance for the Broncos. I mean, they very unlikely will surprise me, but I don't know. Then next up we have the 49ers and the Seahawks. Now the 49ers they have just completely deteriorated. They're nothing. They're worth garbage. However, they are playing the Seahawks, who, one of those teams the bandwagon fans just love. They love the Seahawks. I mean, they won the Super Bowl a couple years back now, and I hate them. I don't care. I'm being biased here. But I think the Seahawks are going to win because the 49ers are god-awful. Except we have the Redskins and the Rams. Now, the Rams destroyed the Colts, but that's because they had Scott Tolzien and Jared Goff. Congratulations, buddy. You learned to throw a 5-yard pass. Have to give you a round of applause. Everyone watching, just give Jared Goff a round of applause because he did something. So then, after that, we have the Redskins, who I really thought were going to beat the Eagles, but they just couldn't come through. They lost 30-17, I think. So, but anyways, even though they lost, they're still better than the Rams. The Redskins are going to beat the Rams. Then, on Sunday Night Football, we have the Packers and the Falcons, probably the best matchup of the week. We have Aaron Rodgers, who's always a good quarterback. He always plays good. And Matt Ryan, who is just one of the better quarterbacks at the moment. I mean, he did great last year. His team did great. But I still think that this game's going to be very close. But I think ultimately this game's going to go to the Falcons because I think they are a better overall team. But if the Packers win, I would not be surprised at all. Then finally on Monday Night Football, we have the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Now the Giants, they got beat by the Cowboys. Not a surprise. No one in the NFL is surprised that they lost. But they still, I mean, they're not bad. And then Detroit won. Not surprised. And in this game, personally, I think the Giants are going to win, but I don't know. This is really hard for me to pick. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like this video, please. Also comment and subscribe. And yeah, anyways, this is RG signing out.